Just before we get started, we got a couple announcements. First and foremost, we'd like to thank all of you for coming out. Your continuous support is very much appreciated. And this is all for you tonight, so thank you very much. Just so you know, in case of any emergencies, and in case anybody gets crazy and sets anything on fire, there is emergency exits in the back. There's one door right there, and that goes through. There's also an exit out the kitchen. So now that that's out of the way,
I play drums and Distance to Hear.
My name is Mike and I play guitar.
Brad Boland, rhythm guitarist, lead singer.
We take that up for you.
No drug use in that.
How did we get started? Well, Feely and I were playing back in high school.
I've been playing with Brian since like freshman year of high school, and we always played for it's almost 8-9 years now.
And that band kind of faded out. One day we just typed up a little ad and put it in Falsetti's.
I was at Falsetti Music one day getting a pair of strings, and I looked on the wall, and I always, saw ads for bands looking for members, but I always thought they were just washed up musicians at the end of their ropes. Couldn't find anybody else to play with, so they figured, let's write up an ad and have some numbers put up. And I called up Big Guy.
Brad called us back like 3 days later, and we were really happy, so that's how it got started. Our first show was down at Cobalt in downtown Springfield. The owner, Mark Pessolano, came up to my gym. He was a member there, and he offered us the first gig. Paid $150, and it cost us $200 to hire the sound guy. So we lost $50, but we got about 50 fans out of it, so it was worth it.
I think a lot of people were surprised by how good we were. Not to sound cocky or anything, but it was a good time.
It was the third or the fourth show, and we actually went down to Sacred Heart when you were there. Nobody showed up, which is when we kind of realized that you have to stay in a base where you can bring your own crowd at first, because there is nothing that sucks more than driving 2 hours and playing for like 14 people. And having the whole crew and staff that you brought down almost outnumber the amount of fans you have there. Not even fans, just people coming to check you out. The best shows, actually, I would say, would be the Wailers. That was a trip. Like, just thinking that if Bob Marley was still alive, we'd be opening up for Bob Marley's band. That was pretty cool. And that was definitely the most exciting show yet.
Alright, this next song is called Everything. It goes out to my good friend Annette right here, who it is written about. And everybody who knows this song, help us out with the words here. Caught up in the moment, hoping I don't say something you don't wanna hear. Wanna get lost deep inside of your thighs, but I'm sure you've heard that line about 1,000 times. They say the longest road goes from your head to your heart. So what do I have to say to make that journey start?
No sound check, you're battling like 8 other bands, and you're supposed to, get up there. You have 10 minutes to set all your stuff up, play all your music, and that's it. Well, for some reason my guitar kept going out of tune the first 2 songs, and the second song was probably the worst I've ever even heard it played, because there was nothing we could do about it. The guitar was just way out of tune, and it just kind of killed the whole setting for the rest of the battle of the band. talk about our fans.
Katie and Chops are the only two people that have seen every one of our shows, and they deserve a shout out in the documentary.
Absolutely. Katie and Chops. And Cody's only missed one, and Lawson only missed one.
Yeah, I think there might be like 2 or 3 more people. Is Carney confirmed? Yeah.
Carney's only missed one. We got some cool fans though.
What's up, guys? How you doing? Thanks for coming out tonight. I have the winners here. Would anyone like to go over? Alright, in third place, we have Hammer Leaf with 481 points. It's a real close race, guys. In second place, we have Pride Falls with 484 points. And the winner is the Next Excursion with 495 points. If you guys aren't in the winning band, please get the fuck out and have a good evening. Thank you.
This is Bush League. I want to recount.
Wait, who's number one?
We
Which
didn't
one
even
was
place
winning?
who placed in front of first place. Yeah, distance to here.
We did not win the Battle of the Bands. Actually, we didn't even place.
We're not sure, but we think it was rigged because the 3 bands that won were the 3 bands that got to pick their slots, and where they were terrible, to be honest with you. Distance to here could have creamed them any day.
I knew we weren't gonna. Like, I just knew as soon as we messed up on that second song, that was it. I mean, it's a Battle of the Bands. You can't mess up. It's that simple.
We got robbed. That's about it. One thing I'm really excited about is our upcoming album. We're going to be working on it. It's the beginning of May. And it's definitely going to be nominated for Best New Artist. So, check it out.